Welcome, everyone, back to Young Tripp Reactions. Welcome back, everyone, to Young Tripp Reactions. Today, to start, we're actually going to do a reaction to one of my videos. One of my most popular songs that everyone loves regarding my story. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, and then I'll play the song to it. I was born in Missouri on November 4th of the 1990s. During that time, I was born at a hospital called Research Medical Center in Kansas City. During that process, my mother had a normal pregnancy and everything during that time. My parents went to the hospital like any other normal day. Just got up in the morning like normal people do. And, my mother obviously was going into labor or whatever and needed to get to a hospital. And her and my father chose to go to Research Medical Center. Or my mother had a scheduled doctor there. I'm not sure. I never got that type of clarification. I don't know if that's where they've been going. I don't know if that's just where they chose to go in the moment. I don't really even know. I'm just speculating on that part. But they went there. The doctor that was supposed to help with the delivery, and that's where we get into me not knowing if that's where they've been going the whole time or not. But the doctor that was supposed to help with the delivery did not make it back to the hospital on time to assist my parents with this delivery. So medical students who were still in medical school, they had them assist my mother with my delivery. However, because of these medical students not being properly trained on how to, deliver a baby, or just didn't listen in class, I don't know. And cut the lack of oxygen off to the left side of my brain, which caused me to have brain damage regarding the part of the brain that controls what you're seeing from a long distance. For the eyesight brain stuff that connects your brain with your eyesight to identify what you're seeing, was destroyed on the left side, which caused me to be severely visually impaired in that eye, which caused me to have to go to the school for the visually impaired in Kansas City, Kansas. During that process, before I even get to all that, the doctors were actually telling my parents that I was not going to have a normal life, that I was not going to be able to do anything. But you see me sitting here making content for you. I have a culinary arts degree. I've worked a lot of warehouse jobs. I do a lot of things. Working on even trying to do my own taxi business. Just lots of different things that I have going on. Plus, like I said, my YouTube content. My mom has actually been encouraging me to make a video like this, knowing that I have a lot of followers and a lot of subscribers on YouTube and on Instagram, and trying to encourage me to make a video like this. But for some reason, I guess me just choosing not to listen, but finally sat down and wanted to kind of tell this story. However, like I said, I do everything that everybody else does. I get Ubers, I get Lyfts, I ride in the KCATA, KC Ride Freedom programs, and travel and other things just like anybody else. It's just that one of my eyes just doesn't do everything that it should do. And so I wrote a whole song, which is my song. It's called Recovery, due to the doctors swearing that I wasn't going to be able to recover and I wasn't going to be able to do anything. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Like I said, it's a big popular song. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on everything. And you definitely would want to enjoy it. I said would enjoy. I mean, you would, I'm sure, enjoy it. I even have older relatives who are even of the older generation who love it, even though it has bad words in it. So I wanted to get on here and kind of explain that whole story. With my situation, I make the best of my life. I don't hold back or have any pity. I've recently even figured out some things about myself and figured out what type of people really rock with me versus me trying to, convince certain people to rock with me regarding my condition. So just a lot of different things that you grow and realize as you get older in life. When you have a condition that I have. I've learned to make the best of it and learn with who rocks with me is who I want to rock with versus trying to get other people to rock with me or whatever the case may be. Same thing like with jobs, some jobs I've had have been for a season. Regarding where the company didn't want to deal with my condition anymore. I've had jobs where I just decided, hey, I want to move on to something else. It's just, everything is just a part of life. Everything is just what it is. And I've decided to make the best of my life. Regardless of how friends, family, or anybody else and how anybody else feels about it, I got to do what God has best for me to do with my condition and what suits me and what is best for me, regardless of any relatives agreeing, any friends agreeing, or anybody agreeing, because this is young Tripp's life, and this is the best life for young Tripp that God has in store for me. Why I have figured out what's best for me with my condition. And the best way to cope with it versus being a victim of it. That's one of the big things for me this year is to not be a victim of circumstances and situations. So that has been my big thing since the beginning of this year. And really for the past, though, obviously, like I said, I've been doing a lot of things, making content, been doing music since I was like 9 years old. Just to give you even some contents on that, there's this young lady. You could also look her up too. Her name is Young Lyric. I remember watching this Lifetime documentary on Lifetime and with Jermaine Dupri and how he had her on there, and I seen how she was doing music, and I've talked to Lyric since then. Me and her are very close, and I started really, really deeply doing music after discovering how she does music and how to, do my own producing, and had relatives even who actually do music too, and got myself real deep into that. And, like I said, not be a victim of my circumstances and make the best of my circumstances. So, also, I'm also big and close with Lotto, which a lot of people know who that is. She's kind of blown up since then. And Melissa, which is basically her real name. I gotten real close with them regarding music and stuff as well too. Like I said, her and Lyric are very fond of me. I pretty much know a lot of the people from season 1 of the rap game. Um, so just wanted to kind of throw out there about how I've gotten deep into music, throw out about a little bit about my story. Again, you can drop comments and questions regarding, my situation and whatnot, and I'll, respond. But again, I've made the best of my situation, even though it was told that I would be basically a vegetable. But obviously, as you see, I'm not. I'm sitting here making content. Like I said, work a lot of warehouse jobs. I have a culinary arts degree. I have my own stuff doing that. The places that I work at and stuff doing that. Work a lot of warehouse jobs. Working on even my own taxi business to help people with disabilities and low vision and stuff to be able to get around. So again, have a lot of good things going on. So I wanted to kind of break down that story a little bit, and then the song will kind of explain everything else. So I will play that, and I'll pause and talk a little bit as well too.
Research, y'all the worst. Research, y'all the worst. After your asses left me with this motherfucking curse. My mama was in school trying to become a nurse. Y'all almost had my ass riding in the back of a hearse. Lock of oxygen to the motherfucking brain. Caused my ass to have a motherfucking permanent stain and caused my ass to go to a motherfucking blind school. I'm about to go hard. First thing first, research, y'all the motherfucking worst. After your asses left me with this motherfucking curse, y'all almost had my black ass riding in the back of a hearse. Lock of oxygen straight up to the motherfucking brain. Caused my ass to have a motherfucking permanent stain. And caused my ass to go to a motherfucking blind school. The only thing about that shit was cool was swimming in a pool. The only way this shit is gonna be motherfucking over is if the fucking owner research make me part owner. I'm going hard and killing it with nothing but facts. His ass still haven't hit my black ass back. Research, y'all the worst. After your asses left me with this motherfucking curse. My mama was in school trying to be.
And as you see, I also have like the beeping of the hospital equipment and the heartbeats and stuff like that me and my cousin put in there. So yeah, go back to it.
I'm a nurse. Exactly, I need to be reimbursed for every Z-trip I took. That's first. Shit, I'm going hard on your asses.
So some people definitely probably know what Z-Trip is, which is the public taxi service that's around in most of the United States, owned by Mr. George, who's also within the Kansas City metro area. But back to it.
Every day, after everything your asses put me through that fucking day. My parents asked your asses about me motherfucking turning blue, and your asses didn't have no answers for their asses too. That's why I'm going hard on your ass at the end of the day. Your asses put me through much shit that fucking day. Exactly, it's even hard for my ass to get a date, cause so many girls try to run away.
So let's just break that part down a little bit. Where it's getting ready to go into about being hard to like date and whatnot. But again, I've kind of realized some things regarding that. It's regarding the backgrounds of the type of people that I try to date. I've realized more that people of other backgrounds are more accepting of my condition more than a person who exactly looks like me that's an African American. It's not me hating, it's the culture. It's not it's not African Americans in general. It's just the culture of what has been taught about talking to someone who has a disability or has a condition versus a person that is Caucasian or from another country background. So just wanted to kind of elaborate there about my experiences, and what I've experienced is that people from other backgrounds have been more open to get to know me and not quick to judge versus a person who looks like me. So it has been a difficult process. However, I'm learning and have finally learned that just because I'm African American doesn't mean I have to talk to somebody African American, because sometimes things are influenced by family and other people to talk to someone who exactly looks like you when you absolutely don't have to. Because as I've learned, I know now what people really rock with me versus on that type of level versus people who don't. So then you don't have to force interactions, because everybody can find exactly the type of person they want in the person that they want, where the personality that they have based off of the personality that you want them to have versus exactly the type of look you want them to have with, basically their looks to match what you want them to have. Again, looks is not everything. Of course, you want to make sure that personality is good too, but everybody also wants to make sure that the person does look somewhat what they want them to look like. So, again, you want to make sure that everything is matching on all fronts. So I wanted to make sure as we got into that within the song that I broke that down, how that necessarily works, and where I was going with that within the song.
My motherfucking plate. Exactly, going hard on y'all asses with these facts. After everything y'all asses put me through, and that's that. Going hard on y'all asses with these facts. After everything y'all asses put me through, and that's that. Exactly, y'all asses is the motherfucking worst. Haven't even reached out to my black ass. Y'all should have did that shit first. After so motherfucking long. That's why I'm going hard on y'all asses in this song. And young Tripp ain't saying nothing fucking wrong. Go ahead and file a case. I bet you won't win. I guarantee you I got those brain scans for the win. Exactly, after everything y'all asses put me through though. That's why I'm going hard on y'all asses like never before. Exactly, it's so hard for me to even live life. It's even hard for my black ass to even find a wife. After everything y'all asses motherfucking put me through. That's why I'm going hard on y'all asses straight up too. The owner still ain't even called my black ass though. After everything his staff fucking put me through though. Shit, I'm going hard on y'all asses today. After everything y'all asses put me through that fucking day. My parents even need to be motherfucking reimbursed. After every job they motherfucking lost. Cause y'all asses don't even know how to deliver a motherfucking baby. Cause y'all asses is too motherfucking crazy.
So that should explain that whole story of how that all took place, even with the beginning of the story as well too, of how all of that happened. So again, I'll have the link to the description of this video, and I'll have it linked where people can find it directly in this video as well too. You can also just look up or even press on the side of the video where it will take you directly to my channel, where you can see the video as well there as well too. So there is ways to just to get to the direct video if you just wanted to hear the song and not hear it from the reaction video. So that is that. I just wanted to get on here where I could tell that story. Maybe I'll sit down and make another video going into a little bit more detail if somebody has any questions or not too. So that's really it.